Hello everyone, my name is Celeste. Welcome and thank you for being here. Today's class is gonna be a beginner's yoga flow. So if you have any props, if you want to use blocks, if you want to use a bolster, if you have cushions, anything that you think might help you with your practice. If you haven't got absolutely anything, no problem. If you would like to have something like blocks, but you don't actually have blocks, then perhaps you can bring a super thick book or again, some tall cushion. And we are gonna start in a seated position. I am gonna sit up on a block. Just sit and relax. All right, take a seat. Find a comfortable seated position, cross your legs, or perhaps you wanna go kneeling. Perhaps if you have a bolster or a big cushion, you can sit up on the cushion and relax your arms over your legs or your lap, wherever they land, with the palms facing up or down. It's okay. I invite you to first take a big, deep inhale through the nose. Expand the belly, expand the chest, and then exhale and sigh it out. One more time, inhale. Exhale out. Now imagine you had something hovering over your head and you needed to touch it with the crown of your head. So we create length on the spine, we grow tall. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, and exhale, and I invite you to close your eyes should you wish to. If you don't, you can just soften your gaze or perhaps just keep the eyes open. It's your choice. Now let's take the attention to our breath. We just observe the experience as it is right now. We don't need to modify, we don't need to change. Just observing the quality of the breath, the pace, the depth. I invite you to elongate your inhales and exhales. And throughout the class, just think of inhaling in and out through the nose as much as possible. I don't want you to worry whether you get lost with the breath or if I cue an inhale and you're on an exhale. Don't worry, just continue. Be kind to yourself. Remember that there's nothing that you have to or you must do. Nothing has to look a certain way. Nothing has to feel. Everything we feel, everything we accomplish, it's absolutely fine. It's our own experience. So please don't be hard on yourself. Appreciate every single step of the way. Even if you just finish this little grounding practice and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay here, sit down, do nothing for the rest of the time, then well done, because you're following your own choices. So I want you to take that idea with you. Just do as much or as little as you want. Be as challenging or as soft as you want. And if at any point there's any modifications that I am not offering or any pose that you think that is too much or too little, again, remember that you own your practice, you own your movement, and you decide. Neither me nor nobody else. You have the power to decide over your own body. So really own it. One last big releasing breath, inhaling through the nose. Expansion and exhale and sigh it out. Place your hands together and start rubbing your palms together. Rub your hands. Imagine you were washing your hands. Rub up through your wrists, forearms, upper arm and shoulder. Give it a little stroke. Perhaps your neck, at the back of your neck. You can softly scratch your scalp. Rub your face as if you were washing your face. Remember, it's just a stroke, it's not a massage or a deep tissue. Your ears, perhaps you wanna take the chin up and stroke from the chin down to your chest. Might get away from the mic a few times. And then the back of your neck. Awesome. You can open your eyes and start rubbing your ribs and your belly, your groin, your low back. Do little fists and rub the back. Wish. We do some whoosh, some release. Yes, wake up the skin. We do some tapping. Tap the bum cheeks. Awesome. Let's take the block of whatever you were sat on, or if you were not sat on anything, out of the way. Let's come to a tabletop. We place our hands underneath our shoulders, the knees underneath our hips. The spine is nice and long. Try to grow tall through the crown of your head towards the front and through the tailbone back. Really lengthen the spine. Awesome, and we're just gonna move the weight, wiggle the weight towards the back, take your bum towards your heels, and then wiggle the weight forward, go a little bit beyond the wrists, and then back and forward, and back and forward. Create space between your ears and your shoulders. Don't shrug your shoulders. Remember to keep a soft activity through the body. There's no need to be tense or really engaged all the time. We try to find a necessary amount of relaxation and tension. All right, now we come back to the tabletop and we go side to side. I would like you to explore outside of the wrist height. So take your shoulders past the wrists. And then let's do some big circles. So we take the weight back, we sit on our heels, and then we go to the left, open, front and right and back. And again. And then to the other side, we go towards the right. And again. And again, come back to tabletop, tuck under your toes, and I would like you to lift and hover your knees off the mat. Very strong through the arms, very strong, and let's do the same. Wiggle the weight side to side. We're gonna do a little bit less, forwards and back, and perceive, notice where there's more tension now that we are adding weight. And we take the knees down and sit back on the heels. Awesome, we're doing great. So now we're gonna do a Sun Salutation, Surya Namaskar, for those very new to yoga. And now I give you the option of taking a look, all right? Should you wish, should you not, then just come and do it together with me. But then we're gonna place the hands more or less at the top of the mat. We're gonna tuck under the toes, lift the hips up for a downward facing dog, and walk our feet forward, all the way forward to meet more or less our hands. Inhale and lengthen the spine, lift the torso halfway, and exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips and fold forward. Very softly, we're gonna roll the spine up, stacking each vertebra over the other. Head and neck come last. Amazing. So we stand at the top of the mat. We can keep our feet together or more or less hip width. So inhale and we sweep the arms all the way up. Try to touch the sky with the tip of your fingers. And exhale, we hinge of the hips. Fold the torso over the legs. Release the head down, crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, place your hands on your shins or your knees and lengthen the spine. Try not to collapse on the neck. Just keep the spine nice and long. Try to make a little double chin. And then from here we exhale and we drop the chest down again. Crown of the head points the floor. Place both your hands on the mat. If you need to super bend the knees, then go for it. Straighten the elbows, strong through the arms, and we step the feet back to a plank. Strong to the plank. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees and bend the elbows. The elbows are going to hug the body. They're going to face back, and we drop it all the way down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Press the floor with the top of your feet. So it's going to lift the knees off the mat slightly. Remember, elbows are hugging the body. Shoulders down, and then we inhale, lift the chest very gently, glutes engage. Then exhale, we tuck under the back toes, push strong and push through the arms. Take your hips back to sit on your heels. Inhale here and exhale and lift the hips all the way up to a down dog. Well done. You can keep your heels off the mat. It's all good, no problem. We don't need to really touch the floor. You can keep your heels slightly up or super up. Bend the knees as much as you need and push the floor away through your arms. Your shoulders are gonna be kissing your ears. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, go into your tiptoes. Exhale, deep bend on the knees. Look towards the front of the mat. Step your feet forward as you can. Wiggle them to get to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the torso, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Drop the head. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. And very gently bend the knees and roll the spine, vertebra per vertebra, all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Take a big inhale. Exhale, side it out. All right, that was the first sequence, that is a Sun Salutation. I don't know if you watched it or if you did it with me. If you watched it, then I invite you to do it at the moment. All right, so that was a Sun Salutation. We did it softly, we did it gently, little by little. If you've watched it, great. If you did it, great as well. Now we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna go a little bit more fast-paced, okay? So come to stand near the top of the mat. Place your feet as wide as you would like to, either hip width or together. Stand nice and long, and then we inhale, sweep the arms all the way out. Try to touch the ceiling with the fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips, and fold the torso over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Place your hands on the mat. Step your feet back to a plank, strong through those arms. Double chin, please. Inhale here. Exhale and drop your knees to the mat. Bend the elbows all the way. Chest touches the floor. Elbows hugging each other. Press through the top of your feet and inhale and lift slightly the chest up. Exhale, tuck under the toes. Push it back to a child's pose. Strong through the arms, and inhale and we lift the hips up to a downward facing dog. Great, Dan. Team, we're gonna do this twice more, and now we're gonna do it a little bit faster. So inhale, go into your tiptoes, deep bend on the knees, look towards the front of the mat and step your feet forward. Inhale, lift the torso up, lengthen the spine, and exhale and fold, drop the head. Roll the spine up, stack each vertebra over the other one. Head and neck come last. Amazing. You ready? Let's go for the second time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips, and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale and drop the torso. Place your hands on the mat. Step your feet back. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows, hug the torso with the elbows, and tuck your toes, and inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, push it back to a child's pose, and lift your hips up for a down dog. One big inhale here. Remember to push the floor away, and exhale, side it out. Inhale, go into your tiptoes. Deep bend on the knees, look towards the front of the mat and step your feet as close as you can from the hands. Inhale, lift the torso halfway, lengthen the spine. And exhale, drop the torso, drop the head, crown of the head facing the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine this time and stand up tall. Fingertips try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands beside you. All right, we're gonna do the last round now. This time we're gonna do it a little bit faster than before. I am gonna cue a little bit less. I am gonna keep on cueing the breath though. So I really encourage you to focus on the breath this time. Again, from a place of compassion, there's no good or bad here. If I say inhale and you were exhaling, embrace it, go for it, and please do not worry or give too much of a thought around it. Just enjoy and feel it in your body and just perceive what sensations it brings up in you. All right, hip width or together, your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look towards the tip of your fingers, and exhale, hinge of the hips and fold the torso. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, place hands on the mat and step your feet back. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows and tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale and push the hips back for a child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, push strong through the arms. Remember, your shoulders are trying to kiss your ears. Inhale, lift your heels up, go into your tiptoes. Deep bend on the knees, look towards the front of the mat and step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, drop your head, crown of the head faces the floor. And very slowly, vertebra per vertebra, round the spine all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Big inhale and exhale, release. Great, we're doing so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the sequence. If you would like to take a look, sit down on your heels or whatever, just take a look at the first round. It's gonna be a very short sequence as well. If you want to take a look at it, please feel free to do so. If not, if you want to just practice it with me all together, then let's go for it. So we come again to stand near the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips and fold, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Place the hands on the mat. If you need to bend the knees a lot, then please feel free to do so. Drop the head. Inhale here and exhale, step your feet back to plank. Inhale here and exhale and we roll it back to a downward facing dog. Amazing. From here we are gonna sweep the right leg up. Remember, you can keep this left knee bent, the heel can be off of the mat, off the floor, strong through the arms. This right leg is gonna be really strong as well. Those glutes are gonna be super active to lift the leg. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee, draw the knee towards the chest and step your foot between your hands. Now in order to do this, perhaps you're gonna have to really lift this left heel off and really compress the knee, the right knee towards the chest and step that foot between your hands. If your foot landed here and you need to just like wiggle it, please do so. Once you step this right foot between your hands, we're gonna inhale and lift the torso up, sweep the arms up for a high lunge. Inhale here And then we're gonna exhale and open for a warrior two. You can take a look if you are looking at the position, the alignment of the warrior two, but ultimately you are gonna find your own and unique alignment. The front knee, so in this case the right leg, the front knee is bent. More or less, try to stack the knee over the ankle. If it goes a little bit deeper or a little bit back, it's all good. The back foot is 45 degrees. Torso is up, long spine, and we spread the arms towards the sides. And we take a look at the front arm, in this case, the right. Active fingers, use your hands, really use your full body. Inhale here. Take a look at what it feels, the sensations that it brings to you. Strong through the back leg, feel the energy. Feel the energy running through the back heel all the way up. Inhale here, and then we exhale and we place the right forearm over the right leg, and we sweep the left arm up and over. Now you can feel these 2 points, the hand, the left fingertips and the left heel. There's a long line running, opening through the left side body. Keep your head comfortable, don't drop it, don't let it drop. Keep it comfortable. Inhale here. And then we exhale and sweep this left arm like a circle back, all the way back to a high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, we drop the torso, we frame the right foot. Strong through the arms and step the right foot back to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees and bend the elbows. Drop it all the way down to the mat. Hand tuck your toes. Press through the top of your feet. Remember to keep those elbows hugging your body towards the back of the room. And we inhale and lift the torso. And exhale, push it back to a child's pose and lift your hips up for a down dog. Yay, amazing team. Now we change the side, so we go inhale and sweep the left leg up, bend the left knee and bring it to the chest. We take the weight towards the hands and step the left foot between the hands. Remember that if all this is not accessible, you can step it wherever you can. Lift the torso up and perhaps step it a little bit further forward. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up and the torso for a high lunge. Go deep into your lunge, as deep as you need, as you feel like. Remember to keep the back glute and the back leg is engaged. We straighten the back leg as much as we can. We might feel the hip flexor, so this part of the back leg stretching. Arms up, inhale here, and exhale. Rotate the back leg 45 degrees and step the heel down. And we open for a warrior two. Perhaps you're looking at this, perhaps not, perhaps you're doing it. Whatever you are, absolutely fine. Remember to keep active arms and fingers. Drop your shoulders down. Make space between your ears and your shoulders. But really try to push through the tip of your fingers away from each other. Keep your legs active and engaged. Touch your big muscles of your legs that are supporting you. Inhale here, and then we exhale and we drop this left forearm to rest. Just to rest, don't put too much weight on the left leg. And we sweep this right arm up and over the head. Perceive this line of energy through the heel of your right leg all the way up to your fingertips of your right hand. Inhale, feel the right side body sensations. And then we come back to warrior two and we sweep this right arm down and up for a high lunge. One more time. Inhale here and exhale, and we drop it to the mat. Frame the left foot with your hands. Strong through the arms and step this left foot back. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees. And bend the elbows all the way, chest to floor. Untuck the toes, press to the top of your feet. And inhale, lift the chest. Exhale down to a child's pose. And actually we're gonna stay here for a moment. This child pose might look a certain way on me and probably very different on each of you. Nice, okay. We tuck under the toes, lift the hips up for a down dog. Inhale, lift the heels up, bend the knees, look towards the front of the mat and step your feet as close as you can from your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Bend the knees as much as you need. And very gently we roll the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Okay, second and last time we do this little sequence, we are gonna fasten up the pace. Now we're gonna do more or less one breath, one action. Remember, I encourage you to focus on the breath, on the sensations, not so much on the way it looks. If you were looking at the sequence before doing it, all right, let's embrace the movement now. Let's come near the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips and fold forward. Inhale, lift the torso, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, place the hands on the mat and step your feet back to a plank. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees down and bend the elbows all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift the torso up slightly. And exhale, take it back to a child's pose and lift your heels up, your hips up, sorry. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee and bring it towards your chest. Take the weight towards your hands and step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up for a high lunge. Exhale, and we take it to a warrior two. Strong through the legs, strong through the arm. Be comfortable on the hips. Feel the sensations that this pose brings in the body. Inhale here, exhale, drop the right arm over the right leg and sweep the left arm up and over. Perhaps you want to sweep it down and over. Keep the head more or less comfortable. Inhale here, exhale back to a warrior two. And then sweep this left arm down and up. And we turn the hips to face the front to a high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, drop the torso, frame the right foot. Strong through the arms and step your foot back to a plank. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows close to your body, drop it down to the chest. Untuck your toes and inhale, lift your chest up. Is up and forward rather than just up and collapsing. Little bit, glutes engage. Inhale and exhale, take it back to a child's pose and lift your hips up for a down dog. Let's do a releasing breath before going to the left side. Inhale, exhale, release through the mouth. Amazing. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale, sweep the left leg up as high as you can. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring the knee towards the chest and take the weight towards your hands. Step the left foot forward between the hands or as close as you can to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Engage, glute, hips are active. Inhale here, and then we exhale and we turn the hips to face the right side of your mat. Remember, the back foot can be either parallel to the back of your mat or perhaps 45 degrees. Strong leg. Front leg is bent as you want to. Take your arms out long. Look towards the left fingertips. Inhale here, feel into the pose, and exhale. Drop the left arm over the left leg and take the right arm up and over. Remember, you can sweep it up and over, you can sweep it down and up. Remember to not lean too much towards this leg, just, keep it soft. Inhale here, Exhale, come back to a warrior two. And then we take the right arm down and up. Turn the hips to face the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, drop the torso, frame the left foot. Inhale here, exhale, take it back to a plank. Inhale in your plank and exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows, drop your chest towards the mat, and tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest slightly. Exhale, take your hips back to a child's pose. Perhaps you want to untuck the toes. On this child's pose, by the way, that's it, y'all. No more sequences. You can have your knees wide if this feels comfortable, or you can keep them close to each other, as you prefer. I'm gonna do wide leg. Drop your head towards the floor. If it doesn't reach, just release the neck. You can even use a block or a cushion to rest your forehead on, should you wish. Big inhale and exhale, side it out. Walk your hands back, lift your torso. You can just wiggle your legs around, take them out long in front of you. If this is too much, you want to just stay here, or perhaps use your hands to support your lengthened spine. And choose your way. Now I would like you to bend your knees slightly and then flex your feet. Don't let your feet floppy. Keep them active. Knees are slightly bent. Inhale here, and we exhale and walk our hands forward, hinging from the hips. Spine is nice and long. I don't pretend you to touch your knees with your head or anything crazy. Just keep a nice and long spine. We bend the knees so we don't put too much pressure on the hamstrings. You can go as deep as you want. Just be gentle, be mindful. And then come back up. We are gonna sit cross-legged. Place both your hands over your knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And we are gonna take the chest forward, shine your chest, your heart forward. Look up, slight back bend. And then we exhale and we're gonna round the spine. Round it as much as you can and drop your head. Inhale and up, shine your chest. Exhale, round the spine, round it. And take your arms to the front. Imagine you were hugging an imaginary planet, and the planet was so big that it would make all your body expand out and back and out to the sides. Inhale, use your knees to create some pressure to shine the chest, open through the chest. Take your shoulders back slightly. And we come back to center. Place your right hand next to you on the right side. Inhale, sweep the left up. And without taking all the torso down, just side bend. You can close your eyes if you want to. Inhale here. Exhale, come back. Now we inhale and sweep the right arm up. The left arm goes next to us. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale and side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Now let's take a big releasing breath. Inhale. Exhale, side it out. You can close your eyes. Perhaps you want to place both your hands on your heart center, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. All right, everyone, you did so great. Let's take a few moments to appreciate all the time that we took to show up on our mat, show up for ourselves. Now remember, it doesn't really matter what the outcome was, if the shapes were looking like this or like that, that really never matters. I invited you to perhaps take a time to take a look before if you are very new to yoga, because it might help you. As I said before, you might be a very visual person and it might have helped you to first take a look. But if you didn't and you didn't listen to me at all and you just went for it straight away, even if it's your first class ever, or if you've been flowing for a million years, then it's all good. Be appreciative of all that. Remember that it doesn't matter what it looks like. What matters is that it makes us feel, that it creates sensation in the body. It allows us to connect to our energy, to our breath. And remember that you always have the choice and you are the owner and commander of your body. So let's finish with a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, side it out. Place both your palms together. Okay, you can open your eyes. Well done, everyone. You did absolutely amazing. I hope you have enjoyed this beginner's flow. Remember, there are loads of other flows on my channel. So if you found this video helpful at all, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first one to find out when I upload any videos. I'll do this weekly. If you would like to leave any comments, I would absolutely love to hear about you, to hear from you and see. And yeah, let me know what this experience made you feel. And I will see you on the mat next time very soon. Bye-bye.